Super Dave here with a quick custom review of one of our Masters of the Universe Motu Masterverse figures, and this time it's new Eternia Faces. And I have a review of him up already on my channel, but I did not like this orange. It was just too much orange. When I compared him to the classics version, and the lighting on here is not going to be perfect for this comparison, but I just liked this flesh tone better than this. For me personally, it was just, the orange on the face, on the chest, on the belly, on the arms, and on the back here, just too much orange, and I just didn't like the color scheme. So I decided to paint mine, and as far as the kick bash part, all I did is swapped out his hands with some Marvel Legends hands. I'm not sure exactly whose hands, but they're a little bit more blue because, I don't know, this blue on his arms and on his hands is just like a pale faded out blue, almost looks like. Just to show you the box, I mean, this is the skin tone that he shows up with on the box, and we get nothing like that. There's this weird tangerine orange instead of what we saw on the box art. And so I actually mixed up some acrylic paint of some different flesh tones and got this tone here. I've got it sealed up so I don't so it don't dry out on me, but I got this flesh tone and mixed it up in a little solo cup. And let's go ahead and see the outcome over here in Eternia close to Castle Grayskull. All right, here we are in Eternia, getting ready to take a look at our Faces, the way he came out of the box here. And then here is my customized painted one here. Now, I actually painted up here in the chest because as you notice here, as we get up closer, there are stripes in this upper part. Whereas like with your classics, you actually have nipples of, you have pectoral muscles, you can see the rib cage. Here you have just like, it looks like an extension of his armor. So instead of painting it that flesh tone, I chose to mix these colors. I used a metallic blue, these color shift, 1, 2, 3 color shifts, and this multi-surface purple. And I used different ones of these to kind of add a flare to create this purple up here on his shoulders. Here, as you can see here, this is orange over here, and over here it is a metallic purple color. And I did the same thing on this little section here just to match. Instead of it being that fuchsia pink, I colored it to match this. I put a little blue here. I left this pinkish purple the color that it was, but I added a little bit of it on his shoulders. And of course right here on where it was orange, this breastplate part here, this chest plate part, to make it match, just to make it look, in color scheme with the rest of the figure. And as you can see, I painted this flesh tone and I added just a little bit of a black wash on the lines just to, kind of like they did here on this one. I really wanted to get closer to this flesh tone, but I just could not. I didn't have any orange because I was out of town when I did it. I thought I had gotten enough paint, but I, maybe if I had added just a tad of yellow or orange, I'm not sure if I could have got closer, but I think this actually looks better if you're trying to match the package. And again, just to show you, there was the package, the color tone that we were, sold on the package and saw in the pictures. That actually kind of matches, I think, the color tone more of this right here that I achieved. Kind of just almost like a real pale tan. But I definitely think it's a huge improvement. Even the face, you can see the orange on the face. I painted the face as well. That was very easy. Again, I just mixed up this little mixture using various skin tones and some different, tones that I had of skin and peach and white. And I think I may have had a tad of yellow in there. You just have to keep mixing until you get the combo you want. And I was happy with it. And I think he looks really good. Now on the back, I'll show you the back very quickly here. I did pretty much leave the back, you know, I painted it that skin tone, but I didn't paint the blue on the back. I, you know, might go back and do that. I just, you know, my paint dried, and I'll have to mix another concoction of this paint right here, that color tone right here, that it's at what they call the color shift. Now I'm sure you could probably get the metallic blues and mix it and make it look that way, but the only metallic blue I could find was this, and this was just too, you know, royal blue. Let's see what they call it here, sapphire. They call it a sapphire blue, but that was just going to be too much, so I mixed some of these color shifts, especially this one. I know I used this one, blue violet flash, as well as this acrylic metallic plum flash. And I think I mixed those two along with a little bit of the purple and then the blue to achieve that. And so, and then I just used a little bit of metallic blue, again, like I said, right here on this little spot right there, on this raised spot, because this does look kind of blue to me. So I just, you know, mixed it together. You know, and the other faces are fine. That's it right there. I mean, if you like that, you can certainly easily paint yours. And I think it came out good. Now, you know, if you look at this purple here, I thought about maybe just darkening the pipe works, but I just chose to leave it, you know, to give it, still have its flair of some of the original. Might go back and put, you know, some paint on there. I'm not sure. But right now I just decided to leave it. But if you wanted to do it, you could certainly, you know, make this piping the same color as like that little place right there under his lips, his face, or even the part I painted, you know, up here. And I'll show you this very quickly. If I pop this cap part off, I did paint up underneath there. You can see some of the spillage of the blue there up in there, but it was going to be covered up anyway. But that way, when I pop it on or off, it still pretty much matches. It matches, you know, everything, and even his shoulder pads, because I just didn't want all that to be orange up underneath there. So I painted that same metallic type purple mixture that I concocted using these multi-surface color shift paints from Wal-Mart. It's where I got mine. You can pretty much get them anywhere, either at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or wherever you buy your paints. So you can see that robot head, the purple up in there a little bit. I know it's kind of in the shadows. Actually matches that purple I made fairly well. May not be exact, but I think it matches good. I mean, you're certainly not going to complain with that. It looks good. And I think when you put it up against the one that came out of the box, it's 100% improvement in my opinion. I think this Manny Faces looks good. Now the skin tone is definitely different than, say, you know, our He-Man here. And but that's okay, because the orange was too, so it doesn't matter. He still is looking good. And so there you have it, a customized version of Manny Faces and a little bit updated paint job of that new Eternia Manny Faces. Alright, thank you for stopping by and checking us out for this customs style special video of this Manny Faces. If you've enjoyed this video, give us a like, subscribe if you've not done so, comment, we'll do some more like this, some new, maybe other customized type figures of Masterverse figures and others. But we're getting ready to do another episode of figures, playsets, and accessories that work well with Motu Classics and Masterverse. So I hope to see you again real soon. Check us out again. Be blessed.